unbreakable asset defense against lawsuits. Despite making up only 4.4% of the world's population, the United States files around 1 million lawsuits annually, accounting for 96% of all lawsuits filed worldwide. This emphasizes how important it is to have strong asset protection in order to guard against future legal claims. When out-of-court agreements fall through, legal battles frequently intensify and have a substantial financial impact on both plaintiffs and defendants. To successfully reduce these risks, a fail-safe asset protection plan must be established. Insurance covers important assets like health, life, house, and automobiles, and it frequently acts as the first line of defense against litigation. But because of policy exclusions and liability limits that can be surpassed by significant claims, insurance by itself is insufficient. For long-term security, a thorough asset protection plan is essential. Although umbrella liability insurance goes beyond regular coverage, there may be gaps in coverage for significant claims. Establishing legal structures like S corporations or limited liability companies (LLCs) keeps personal and company assets apart and protects against personal obligations. Keeping precious assets and real estate under distinct LLCs increases defense against business-related litigation. Liquid assets can be protected via asset protection trusts, especially offshore ones which place them under a trustee's authority outside of local jurisdiction. Irrevocable trusts are an effective asset protection instrument because they keep the assets out of the hands of the courts. Some assets are legally protected by default federal safeguards for retirement plans under the Employee Retirement Income Security Act. ERISA apply to monies that are rolled over into individual retirement accounts (IRAs). Due to federal and state restrictions, assets owned by businesses or LLCs are typically shielded from the personal responsibilities of their owners. The idea that asset protection is solely necessary for high-risk professionals is widely held. In actuality, anyone can be impacted by accidents, civil litigation, and bankruptcies, which can result in judgments that are higher than what insurance covers. Therefore, everyone needs to defend their assets proactively. In order to protect personal wealth from claims related to business, it is practical to operate enterprises and keep investments through separate corporations. Since they are shielded from local legal action, liquid assets are significantly protected by offshore trusts. Other efficient strategies include keeping umbrella liability insurance for more comprehensive protection against personal injury claims and making full contributions to employer-sponsored retirement programs. Wealth can also be preserved by taking use of state-specific asset protections such as homestead exemptions, annuities, and life insurance. Holding off on protecting assets until there's a threat from the law may result in claims of fraudulent conveyance and fewer alternatives for defense. To guarantee that assets are safeguarded well in advance of any potential legal challenges, proactive planning is crucial. It is essential to safeguard assets from lawsuits in a setting where litigation is becoming more common. Both individuals and business owners need to take proactive measures to protect their wealth. A solid defense against the increasing number of legal claims can be achieved through strategic legal structuring and effective planning. Absolutely avoid lawsuits. They deplete your property, pervert your conscience, and harm your health, as Jean de la Bruyere sagely observed. In a litigious society, safeguarding assets from potential lawsuits is crucial for maintaining peace of mind. The U.S. faces an overwhelming majority of global lawsuits, making it essential to have robust protection strategies in place. Establishing offshore bank accounts and forming international LLCs are effective ways to shield assets from domestic legal threats. Offshore accounts offer a buffer against U.S. court orders, providing more time to manage funds if domestic accounts are frozen. Similarly, foreign LLCs not only protect assets but also offer diverse investment opportunities and operate independently of U.S. economic fluctuations. Creating an offshore trust is another powerful asset protection tool. These trusts, being irrevocable and discretionary, prevent courts from easily accessing or controlling assets, offering strong protection against predatory litigation and government actions. Such trusts can also play a vital role in estate planning and tax mitigation. For those hesitant to relinquish control, a trust can be structured to own an LLC, allowing continued management of investments under the protective umbrella of the trust. Overall, proactive asset management and protection are essential. Implementing strategies like offshore accounts, foreign LLCs, and international trusts ensures that assets remain secure and accessible even under legal duress. Preparing in advance for potential legal threats by diversifying and protecting your assets globally provides a crucial safety net and financial stability. With these measures in place, individuals and businesses can navigate legal challenges with greater confidence and security. Maintaining your financial security requires taking steps to safeguard your assets from lawsuits, divorce, tax liens, and bankruptcy. If you overlook this crucial component in accumulating wealth, you run the risk of losing everything. For example, simple aging increases your susceptibility to expensive medical costs, which can lead to bankruptcy in many situations. Your principal residence may be taken away throughout that procedure. No one will rent to you since your credit rating has been completely wrecked. The good news is that situations like those can be avoided. It is both feasible and very likely that you will come out of litigation, personal or commercial bankruptcy, divorce, or talks with a vindictive judgment creditor in a financially comfortable position. To attain that type of financial happy ending, you must adhere to tried and true asset preservation techniques while avoiding risky ones. Steer clear of coming across as a deep pocket both in real life and on paper. America is a nation of lawsuits. There are approximately 1 million lawyers among the more than 300 million inhabitants. Solicitors go for people who have amassed riches. The joke is how many lawsuits have starving or homeless Manhattanites received. Having a huge mortgage paid off or leading an extravagant lifestyle could make one appear to have a deep pocket. Financially speaking, it makes sense to use the best asset protection strategies to obscure wealth. These could include keeping up numerous different types of retirement savings or creating an irreversible trust. Conversely, a paid-off mortgage generates the equity that merits pursuing in court. Furthermore, the money you spent to pay it off might have been invested and generated a larger return than the interest rate on the mortgage. The gaps left by your other plans, such as your home or auto insurance, are filled in by umbrella coverage. In an accident, for example, the plaintiff receives a $3 million settlement. Your car insurance has a $50,000 maximum. Up to $5 million is covered by your umbrella coverage.